everyone, this is episode 8 of Campfire Guitar Songs. In this series, we look at a bunch of super easy songs that everyone can learn on guitar that are great to play while sitting around the campfire. Campsites are being booked up fast, so make sure you get some songs that everyone can sing along to and play this summer. Today we're looking at Santeria by Sublime. This is a great ska, kind of reggae vibe song, and everyone's going to love it when you play it at the campfire. We're going to go over the chords and how to play them, but before we do that, consider subscribing so you can watch the previous videos and so you'll be notified when the next video comes out. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to start by learning the E chord up here at the 7th fret of the A string. So we're going to have our finger on there, the 7th fret of the A string, and then we're going to use our ring finger and we're going to bar the D string, the G string, and the B string all on the 9th fret. So it'll sound like this. Then we're going to play a G sharp chord. And that's going to be played with we're going to use our pointer finger and we're going to bar the 4th fret of the 4th fret. And then we're going to grab with these two fingers, we're going to do the 6th fret of the A string and the D string. Then we're going to put our middle finger on the 5th fret of the G string. So it'll sound like this. That's G sharp major. So we have E, G sharp major, then we have C minor, which is the exact same as G sharp major, except these three fingers are going up a string. So we're going right here, just like that. Then we're going to play B. And to play B, we're going to use this exact same shape as G sharp, and we're going to move it up to the 7th fret. So I have E, G sharp, C sharp minor, and B. So those are basically all the chords. So that intro starts with just picking some of the notes out of that E chord. So we're going to do kind of like a... Then we're going to go to that G sharp. Then C sharp minor. And then B. And then for the verse, we're going to do the exact same progression. So it's going to start with E, then G sharp, then C sharp minor, then B. So you notice that strumming pattern. So what you're doing is you're doing everything on the upstroke. So instead of going... doing it on the offbeat, so it's going to be and you're going to play each chord 4 times. Sometimes it helps to mute that downstroke and then bring it up. So the verse is going to sound like, I don't practice Santeria, I ain't got no crystal ball. Well, I had $1 million, but I'd spend it all if I could find that Hannah and that Sancho that she had. Well, I pop a cap in Sancho and I slap her down. Excuse me, that's a little bit high for me for the end of there, but you get the idea. That's what it sounds like. So that's basically the whole verse. You play that chord progression twice through, and then we go straight into the chorus. So the chorus is going to start with an A bar chord, and we're going to play it the exact same way we played that G sharp and B. We're just going to play it starting at the 5th fret. So it's going to sound like this. And the chorus is not going to use that same strumming pattern. We're going to kind of pick the notes in these chords. So we're going to start with A, and then we're going to go to B, then we're going to go to D, or excuse me, we're going to go to E, and then C minor. So it's going to sound like this. And we're going to play that 3 times before we get back into the verse. So the chorus is going to sound kind of like this. What I really want to say, babe. What I really want to know is I've got one. And I'll make it, yes, I'm going up. My soul will have to. And then we go right back to the verse. So remember, we play that chord progression starting with A 3 times, and then we start it. We start with that A, and then we end it there. Then we go to the verse. That's when he's like, my soul will have to wait till I get back to find a honor of my own, Daddy. And then then it goes straight to the verse. So that's basically it. That's the chorus and the verse. So the order of everything is it starts with your intro, then it goes to a verse, then it goes to a chorus, then it goes to verse, then it goes to another chorus, then your solo, and then a chorus, and then one more verse, and one more chorus. And then we have the outro. So the outro is going to start with that, my soul will have to. And then we're going to play an E. Then we're going to play that C sharp minor shape, but we're going to play it at the 6th fret. So it's going to be an E flat minor. So it'll be, so E flat minor, then C sharp minor, B major. So it's just that E shape, but down here. Then we're going to do our A chord over here. Then we're going to go back to that B, and then we're going to play the Hendrix chord. So the Hendrix chord is going to be our middle finger on the 7th fret of the A, our pointer finger on the 6th fret of the D, then our ring finger on the 7th fret of the G, and then our pinky on the 8th fret of the B. So it'll sound like, so let's go through that outro again. So we got our E shape, then our E flat minor, then C sharp minor, then B major, then A, back to B, and then Hendrix chord. So it'll be, so that's that outro progression for you. Fairly simple, and we just end on that Hendrix chord. So there you go. There's Santeria by Sublime. It's a fairly simple song, not too many switches up and weird things in there. There is that solo in there, which I encourage you to check out yourself. It's a pretty fun one. It's in that C minor pentatonic. It goes like, it's a fun one. But anyway, subscribe so you can see the next video. And this Friday, I'm hosting a free webinar for guitar players. It's going to be from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. May 1st. And we're going to go over practice routines and why they're so important. So if you'd like to join, you can email me. My email is going to be in the description of my YouTube channel. And you can also DM me on Instagram or Facebook using this tag right here. Anyways, keep shredding. Have a good one.